Okay, so this video is all about censorship. So there's a few heads to this hydra, if you will. First, it will talk about collective shout. Okay, so I'm a gamer. I like games probably as much as you do. So collective shout, for those of you who don't know, is a feminist propaganda organization based out of Australia, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, their stated goal is to abolish porn, child exploitation, all those things. Laudable goals, but a lot misguided in how they approach it. So a few days ago, they lobbied, harassed, bullied, or otherwise went after payment processors. We're talking Visa, MasterCard, Stripe, and a few handful of others. There's only about like 6 or 7 globally. Anyway, they went after these payment processors, and then they're like, basically, hey, you don't want to be associated with this stuff. And well, anyway, that's kind of the vein of. So the payment processors went to Steam and itch.io, two of two platforms, Steam being the largest. Itch.io is one of the more niche. They handle a lot of adult media, games, comics, fan fiction, things like that. Okay, so itch.io went and delisted 21,000 games, media, etc. Right, lots and lots of stuff. It went so far as to even remove some of this stuff from customers' vaults. Okay, they'd paid for it; it was theirs, and they removed it from their vaults. So there's a lot of fallout over that. Steam, on the other hand, has more robust rules in place already, so they only delisted 500 only. But the bottom line is this: Steam and those game platforms like itch.io no longer have control over their platform. It is controlled by Visa, MasterCard, and their payment processors. I wouldn't be surprised if down the road the Steam has to submit their games to Visa or MasterCard for approval. Interesting. So there's that. That is one part of this whole censorship movement. And there's a couple people worth mentioning. The biggest one is Savvy, Geeks and Gamers, Tuesday night's main event. If you ever watched that, you know who Savvy is. So Savvy, she's going after Visa, MasterCard, Collective Shout, putting them on blast, doing a really good job. She's got the receipts. So yeah, so go follow Savvy, go give her some love, and yeah. The other one that on a different vein, who this came to my attention via Chibi Reviews. I've never really watched him before, but he brought up what is called the Kids Online Safety Act, S1748 in the Congress, which was submitted for review and stuff May this year. Okay, so May of this year they introduced the Kids Online Safety Act. Now this is more or less a retread of a similar act that was introduced in 2021, I believe, something like that. And somebody pointed out on Twitter that this is a recurring pattern. It happens every 3 or 4 years. They try and push this online safety act. Now, if you're paying attention, the UK did enact the Online Safety Act, and with that they have to verify age, real identity, location, IP address, banking, like just everything, every bit of information to access literally anything on the internet. In the UK, that's what they have to do. That's the kind of thing that the Kids Online Safety Act wants to do. So it would be draconian. It would be just a complete overreach. Every so often they would have this Kids Online Safety Council that would gather information with recommendations for measures to protect kids. Really what they're doing is they're gathering information on your digital footprint, which websites you visit, how long you visit them, how often you visit, what you look at, all that kind of stuff. All that stuff would have to be submitted to this council once a year, from what I understand. Yeah. So what's the goal behind all of this? The Online Safety Act and the collective shout hoop-de-doo. It's all about stifling freedom of expression. It's all about tracking your what you're looking at. It's just about exerting control. Really, that's what it's about. What's the bottom line? What can you do? Respectfully, call your senator, call your congressman. There are 27 people, senators and such, that have introduced this bill. 16 Republicans, 11 Democrats. Some I'm not surprised by at all, but some I'm kind of disappointed in. They have introduced this act. It was call them, let them know, hey, this is anti-American, this is against the First Amendment, all those things, right? Let them know respectfully. Don't be dumb. So give them a call, let them know how you feel, and hopefully if we band together, we can make this better. This is bad. Let's go back to the collective shout thing. This is bad when literally everything I can think I've seen of Kotaku, IGN, all these left-wing rags that cover gaming, all of them are up in arms. They're like, oh man, this is bad, and they're all up in arms over this too. You do know it's really bad when those guys are on board and they're all fighting on the same side. Yeah, so be respectful to those that are maybe espouse different viewpoints, like Kotaku and whatever. And like I said, if we band together, we can overcome this. So that's it. That's all. There's no more. You have a good day.